Hello, folks, and welcome to what do you call it? Adrullan Online Adventures. Adrullan Online Adventures. Yes, this is a early playtest of the game. Um, what do they call it? Community Alpha Test 7. By the time this comes out, it will be over. Just getting that out there. I still have to edit up my Monsters and Memories playtest from March, and then I'll be on to this. But I'm also getting done my NIOH3 demo footage, and well, I'm a bit under halfway done that, and that's going on to the backlog. These are being thrust ahead of it. Um, I'm still going through that first as well. So, if you want to play this playtest, you've missed out. I'm sorry, but this game is much akin to Monsters and Memories, except with a voxel, a Minecraft aesthetic. So it was actually previously called Evercraft previously, um, because it takes the gameplay of something like EverQuest and the art style of something like Minecraft. Though they went with Adrullan Online Adventures at some point down the line. Which I do feel was a good move. I do feel was a good move. Okay, I'm not sure. I swear I hear a buzzing coming from my earpiece. It seems to be more of a movement thing, but I don't know. Am I right in that reading? I'm worried if my headset's on the way out. Okay. Ashkin. Seems to be some sort of dark elf. There's Wilderman, or Wildyman, dwarf, Jin, gnome, half elf, half ling, human, ogre, dryad. There's a body type slider, which is male or female. It keeps throwing me because I keep expecting slender build, broad build, like, you know, body types, not sex. You know, further, you know, character creation details. Do you want to make a femboy? Sure. You know, you know, rather than just renaming an option we already had. You know. Ugh. Anyway. They also have this over here as recommendations and stats. The stats seem bizarrely high. Like we're starting off with like 100 average. It's weird to me. So, to keep up with the Monsters and Memories thing what I was doing before, we'll go with Necromancer, as I did enjoy it. I have no idea what I call my Necromancer. Give me a second, I'm gonna open up that footage. Nope, that's just him hovering in front of the fireplace. Or the campfire. That's Blexington. That's fireplace. Rothler. I'm actually kind of fine with this, honestly. The characters are getting reset anyway. So even if I was like really into this, I'll be making new characters for 1.0 anyway. It's the same with Monsters and Memories. There's no point in me getting too attached to Rothor with him being a temp character. Community pre-alpha test. Welcome to Adrullan Online Adventures. It is time to embark your adventure in Adrullan. You just arrived in Leont, hoping to join the Necromancer Guild. First thing on your agenda, locate your guild hall, but beware, some guilds relish in secrecy. You receive a note in your inventory. Right click to read it. In your explorations, be sure to interact with local NPCs. Go mine with valuable tips, intriguing rumors, and captivating quests. Hail them. That's what's ever guide you. A cryptic diary page. Student in the macabre. The chapel of the Dark Pact stands before you. Enter and step where the light dares not follow. I await your presence. Beware the followers of the Temple of Balance above in the city. They have ill respect for the art of death. That was loud. Ah, you are also made curious by the occult. To make life from death, one must be intimately acquainted. Start by scribing spell supernal torment that I provided to you. Once this is complete, speak with me for the next lesson. Ah, God, I was given it by default. Ooh, a tool belt. That's handy. The tenuous veil of realms is pierced once more. The knowledge now accessible. The knowledge. Stop moving! The knowledge now accessible is not to be feared, but harnessed, wielded. Have you something for me? This very much does play in the same way as Monsters and Memories, but I think that's because they both draw from EverQuest. They're both trying to be modern successors to it. So they're just drawing from the same pool. And they have the same like writing system, it seems. Right click to forget. I'm gonna do that by mistake, I'm sure. Embrace the darkness within. Casting this spell upon your victims will subject them to torment over time. They'll demand a whole mana from you. Should your mana be insufficient, you must replenish it. Offer aid in such recovery. With a skill you must learn. Meditate. Knowing this skill will passively enhance your mana regeneration while you are seated. I'm prepared to grant you this knowledge freely. Learn it, then speak to me again. Casting spells would... Your darkness deepens. Now that you've learned to meditate, simply sit to activate its benefits. Know that you're not bound to a single spell. With experience, even greater powers will reveal themselves to you. For now, there's still more to learn. Visit Scribe Almeda, and review the spells offered. Purchase Spell Veil of the Unliving and scribe it. Once you've completed this, speak to me again. Red Vanguard. Seems there are... Okay, temp minions. And then... It seems like here as a necromancer you can get there's different grades of minion you can get. There's minions that are temporary, and then there's commanders, and you can only have one active at a time. So no undead army. Makes sense. But you are still getting 3 dudes. The commanders are permanent, relatively speaking. The other guys aren't. 3-minute cooldown, 3-minute duration. 2 to 3 minutes, I think it was. It's respectable. Veil of the Unliving. I need to lower that. Though your power is best used to torment others, certain spells, such as Spell Veil of the Unliving, grant protection to your own body as well. But enough talk. It's time to unleash your bloodlust. Venture into the tunnels beyond their homestead, slay the wretched creatures lurking there, bring me a bone fragment to show me you're worthy to be in this bad. Near forgot. It'll be most unbecoming of us to not, it'll be most unbecoming of us to send a newly anointed acolyte into the world without a measure of support. Take this note to Ledgerman Blackquill, who lingers in the shadows nearby. Who lingers in the shadows nearby, Skull Scroll and Razor's Edge here in the underground. That feels a little stuttered. Here in the underground. He will explain the intricacies of our banking system and provide you with a small sum of coin, token acknowledgement of your devotion to the path of shadows and mortality. Ledgerman. Oh, okay. Ah, here he is. Dark greetings, friend. Ledgerman Black Quill, the Pack's treasurer. Are you in need of monetary services? Fear not the dark, but the debt owed. I'm Ledgerman Black Quill, the man who keeps a boat in check. What brings you here? Ah, I see that Narim has seen fit to extend a courtesy to an initiate necromancer. To initiate necromancers such as yourself. Truly unusual generosity. I'm here to assist those who have embraced the shadowed path of our cause. As you grow in power and wealth, the burden of your coin and treasures may become a hindrance. The bankers of Adrullan stand ready to safeguard such valuables. Remember, you must interact with us to store your belongings. We do not accept items through trade, and should you err in this, we will promptly return your goods. I wish they would have one just for NPCs. Tell. Alright. Additionally, the Rim has authorized the release of a small sum to support your fledgling journey into darkness. Use it wisely, and when the need arises, return to avail yourself of my services. May your path be steeped in shadow and purpose. Okay, I got 5 silver. Let's talk to you. Bone fragments. Let's hold off on getting that, because I might get it inherently, or I might get something. He's sending us off to go kill stuff, and distinctly to bring back a bone fragment. Ooh, I do appreciate the bars here. Ooh, I got bone fragments off that. I was expecting it to only be the Skellies, I bet. Last 30 minutes. That's a ton of added health. Yes, these will do nicely. Once you've studied the form of death, you can reform and... Once you've studied the form of death, you can reform and rouse it. Coerce it to your will. The fragments will be reshaped, however. So remain diligent in your collection of macabre. Use your undead servant now at your command. See, we got it for free. Use your undead servant now at your command. Now, should you not consider yourself above such things, I'll continue to accept bone fragments to aid in our arts. However, I now wish for you to seek out the cave spiderlings and pit snakes. Let their venom sacs serve as proof of your mastery. Bring me a venom sac, a testament of your triumph over this circle of life and death. Heya, folks, and I have now returned. So yeah, we got Dread Vanguard here for free. So it's a bit of a punishment if you end up buying it over there with your silver. So the guy will buy bone fragments off me. So it seems worthwhile for me to make a Dread Vanguard and go farm up what's around and then sell it on to him. Though I don't know what he'll pay for it. 42-second duration, 6 mana. Wait, is this an AoE spell? That's interesting. Let's have a look around and see if I can't grab any of those equipment. With Hayden the Seed brought upon us by the wonderful aspect of dark, I grant you my attention. Know that you're safe here among us. You're safe among those of us exiled from above ground, safe among us, driven into these sewers. Embrace those who follow our ways. Strive and embrace darkness, unlike the fools of the light. The sewers beneath the city of Leont flow with filth, disease, and all things depraved. When you're in the sanctuary, you're among allies. Those in the sanctuary bear allegiance to the aspect of darkness. Foolish paladins of Aldor who reside above ground seek to banish us, but we will one day rise and reduce them to ashes. For now, we must clean our own home, those who dare use it to their own ends. Be wary when you leave this place, for not all are as enlightened as those who reside here. Foolish followers of Aldor reside above ground in Leont, forcing us to hide in sewers among the wretches and filth. In our own home. There are those who use our tunnel to smuggle goods into the city of Leont. As follower of our cause, I ask that you slay the interlopers and return to me their masks as proof of your deeds. Should you come across any illicit goods of their trade, bring them to me, as I have no doubt it will be useful in our quest to rid the land of those foolish enough not to embrace the darkness. Oh dear, your feet look dreadful. I do not mean to offend, but I cannot help but notice your feet look to be in rough shape. I know that down here in the sewers our feet are subjected to many uncouth environments, where above ground we may be running from those who look down upon our beliefs. It would please me to help if I could improve your situation. We needed some components in order to improve your plight. In order to improve your situation, you need 3 items. First, you need a pair of cotton workday boots. Will be the easy part. Also, you need an infused water crystal and an orb filled with the pain of those consumed by our darkness. For just shoes. Many moons ago, a necromancer by the name of Beatrice, tired of the filth in these sewers and set up to live in a cabin nearby Allard's Fork. She had in her possession an orb filled with the torment of those that crossed her. Need this orb to assist me in imbuing the boots with the infused water crystal. Beatrice would allow me to use it when I needed it, but she's since been slain by the Moss Trooper bandits, or what remains in her cabin. Okay. Now I got the rest of the conversations. Okay. So, the infused water crystal. Along the beaches outside of town, there is an area where sea elementals congregate. When slain, these sea elementals occasionally break apart, leaving a crystalline substance. Substance contains properties which will help repel the muck of the sewers. These boots are standard pair of boots that many throughout Adrullan use to keep their feet covered. Such a pair of boots is better than nothing, but not by much. You may be able to obtain a pair from a merchant for a small cost, or from the corpse of various humanoid creatures, should you wish to save some of your hard-earned coin. It is said that the citizens of Leont begrudgingly tolerated her presence, and should kidnap Moss Trooper bandits to feed her bloodlust. Same could not be said of Moss Troopers, and one night the Moss Trooper bandits... Ooh. Put together a force and raided her cottage. Though many Moss Trooper bandits fell during the encounter, she could not withstand their numbers, and eventually poor Beatrice was slain. All that remains now is her abandoned cottage, haunted by the tormented Moss Troopers that Beatrice took with her. Nope. Buy stuff from you, and there's no size limit to it, unlike in the other game. These go for a surprising amount. 3 apiece. May the darkness guide your path. May your path be guided by the darkness of Grixis. Browse a collection of literature praising his name. Oh. Okay, let's see. The power of darkness. The power of the unseen fuels our journey to wield control over life itself. Typo. Missing an R. Those fools that will drive us into these filth-covered tunnels through the eyes of Alder simply cannot fathom the untapped energies around them. I'm a purveyor of the dark classics. I'm always interested in expanding our collection to spread the word of Grixis and beyond. I help run a network to help distribute our literature to other misjudged souls in other cities. They cannot see through the lies they're telling themselves. My own brother, Glennis, went against me for daring to question the word of Alder. You learned his lesson, though. Glennis went into the sewers on a quest to save me. Little did he understand the true power of Grixis. All that remains of him now is an empty shell, forever doomed to be an unwilling servant of the darkness. For some reason he does not attack paladins still, but no matter. He's weak-minded, unlike my sister. Seems there's still enough of him left, even after whatever he's done to him, that, or is that meant to be a her? Oh, judging by the lips, it's a her. No bust. It's kind of hard to be sure, but guessing female. Whatever she's done, it's not sufficient. The champion of Alder, the champion of justice, which paladins above ground revere, they think that their light and purity, with their light and purity, they can keep us weak. One day we shall rise and rid Leont of their order. Grillis went into the sewers. Already did that. Oh, here it is. I dare not reveal her identity, as her influence is said to be growing in her position of authority in Leont. She one day pulled the strings, which will cause the temple balance to fall. I wish there was a way to sort this, because it's kind of messy right now. You're expensive. Be careful should you leave these sewers. The paladins will be on to much assistance. Do not look kindly upon our ways. Yeah, this is just very messy, and I'm kind of annoyed by it. Like, I just want to see what, like, equipment he has, and it's mixed in with everything else. Spider tamer. What a pain, these spiderlings. Never is their silk as strong as they need it. I use the silk to create goods for those of us banished in sewers, but spiderlings that make home in these tunnels are small and weak. Better source the silk, otherwise my goods will be continued to be of low quality. I was recently made aware of a small cave close to Harborview that is home to some sand spiders. I also heard sand spiders reside in a small cave on the beaches near Alder's Fork. If you were to bring me one of their egg sacs, perhaps I can interbreed them with the spiderlings here in the sewers. Allards. I don't know much about those old ruins overlooking the shore, but I have heard the rumors of undead trampling about its halls and an isolated population of sand spiders. Sounds nice, does it not? Between Leont and Greenwood Cover is a small outpost known as Alder's Fork. It is inhabited by those who look down upon our views, who are not taken kindly in this location. Research the beaches nearby, I urge you to be cautious. Down below. I really don't have much in the way of mana, do I? Nothing. getting any of that equipment doesn't seem like an option right now. Like it costs gold something? Oh, public mailbox. Oh, I never did talk to you. What do you want? I have no point for pointless drivel. Drivel? Is this not exactly what I said I do not have time for? I have an idea. I should go pester somebody who's interested in what you have to say. Busy. Those decrepit paladins of Valor make my work more difficult than it needs to be. They do everything they can to disrupt us down here, but the only thing they succeed in doing is to irritate me. That sells for a lot. Just 5 here. Is this something he just sells, or did someone get lucky? If they got lucky, that's a hell of a drop. Though I suppose it does depend on how the currency system works here. Yeah, folks, and I've returned. Stout butchering knife. Tool power 10. There isn't any example of a lesser butcher's tool here, as far as I can tell. Damaged yet charming, hand-woven picnic baskets, once filled with a variety of halfling delicacies. Screw these little folks know how to eat. Here, folks, and I have returned. Let us continue. Rat meat. Really seem like there's no other option till I can afford a goddamn gold. Unless someone gives it to me as a part of a reward. Like that spell scroll. Alright. Let's actually head into here and go downstairs. And see if anyone here has In the obscurity of these tunnels, I see clearly that another wanderer has forgone the light and taken steps into the darkness. Only through the aspect of darkness may we truly begin to open our eyes to the truth of Adrullan. Those fools that would have us cower in these filthy tunnels will one day feel the pain, choke the last breath from their pathetic bodies. Only through darkness may we harness true potential. Only through fear can we act on our true impulses. Only through Grixis are we guided to that which our primal desires seek. Know that your fear may be calmed here in the tunnel, for welcome all who espouse that which is darkness. If it were otherwise, our sentries would force that fear into your heart as they butcher the non-believers. But that is not the case outside these tunnels. We're forced to hide in the grime and filth of those above. They panic and attack us out of pure terror, but unable to harness such emotions into anything useful. Unlike us, they're none but fools and willing to embrace the true potential of their fear. The foolish paladins and clerics of Alder have indoctrinated the citizens of Leont against our ways. We're barely tolerated if we dare to leave the cesspool. Be wary should you leave these tunnels, for their tolerance is extremely limited, quick to turn on you for the smallest slight. Yet not all is lost for the citizens of Leont. Not all who would banish us into sewers are fully devoted to such foolishness. We are working to convert those who are not yet fully blinded by the light. In order to fully prey upon the uncertainty and unease within the hearts of the citizens of Leont, was learned the methods which the foolish paladins and they switched it around. Paladins and clerics of Alder use upon their victims. To do this, we managed to infiltrate their order with a spy. We've recently learned of some unfortunate news regarding one of our teachers that makes use of this information. The teacher helped to spread the word to our young initiates who have recently been slain, and a writ of our teachings has been recovered by those at the temple. The writ contains information designed to specifically combat their indoctrination methods. Although the Temple of Alder are fools, they are not so foolish that they will be unable to ascertain that the writ specifically combats their internal secrets to swaying imperishable minds. And the way we could do that is if we have a spy in their midst. We must recover the writ quickly before they are able to scrutinize it to such a level. Within the meadows of Leont is a small temple where the followers of Alder indoctrinate young and impressionable minds. Head of this temple is Adana Pure Spirit. She is the one that now possesses a copy of her writ. But look, it is yet undeciphered by their feeble minds. We must recover this before they are able to learn of our infiltration. Slayer, recover the writ and return it to me before our spy is uncovered. Be on guard, for it will be no small task slaying Adana, as the initiates she teaches will surely come to her aid. Fear is currency in the city. Spend it wisely. Material does. Yeah. Material dust is fine dust from creatures born of the aether. It is quite useful for incantations, but it is difficult to come by. In Leont, it is only found near Peregrine Point. Last adventurer who promised to retrieve some for me never returned. Perhaps I could expect more from the likes of you. Outside of these wretched sewers is a great lighthouse to the northeast. It is named after the wizard Pacatus Pellegrin, who used his magical ability in an attempt to warn ships of the dangers of the coast. If you ask me, he should have let them crash into the rocks. Now, though, all that remains of this lighthouse is an abandoned tower filled with a menagerie of strange and magical creatures. These creatures even caught attention to the Temple of Valdor. Keeps an eye on the lighthouse. They fear these creatures may break free and pose a danger to these lands. But I have my way, I'll release them myself and let them sail off Leont. Unfortunately, it is not. If you decide to travel that way, beware of the paladins who take kindly to our beliefs and are prone to attack us, and their misplaced seal. It seems quite properly placed, given how the shit you're saying. What could I possibly gain from someone so pathetic? Make the name for yourself amongst the Dark Pact. Be gone from here, you're not part of our order. Ended up playing both lines. So, Dark Pact. Like, how does this faction system work? Like, the Paladins are part of one thing, the Temple of Alder. We're part of the Dark Pact, and we're at odds. Could a Paladin become friendly with this group, or is it more Horde and Alliance, rather than Alder and Scryer? God, that's strong smelling. We recently got an air fryer. The oven broke. So the air fryer was an easy replacement. And the first use, the smell of the plastic. Remember we had an air fryer before, and it was like eating like molten, well, not molten, but it's like eating Barbie legs. As you may gather, I was not a fan. No idea how much these go for. Just seeing the amount of loot I'm missing out on here, since I can't skin, is killing me. But yeah, they have for the last few days, a XP bonus. Okay. Oh yeah, there was some talk of a new EverQuest. I wonder how, there's meant to be a new EverQuest game. Wonder how that's gonna go. I'll probably give it a try at some point. Oh, 7 copper. Hell yeah. Ooh. Damn. Huh. Still taking damage. Huh. Bones McGee, I'm boned to be wild. Okay. But yeah, I wonder how that EverQuest, like they were saying, it's EverQuest Legends is gonna die. I wonder. It would be cool if it did well. It would be cool if it did well. I've no idea though. I am alive? Greetings, master. Goddamn snakes. Bits of... Oh, there's Bones McGee. Yeah, let's not fight it. Pet, attack. I wish it gave more information than that. Like a proper breakdown like you would see in... Ooh, Jesus. Like some like, wow. Like I want to see actual numbers, you know? As you wish, your greatness, attacking a filthy rat. I remember there being talk of a, I think it was an EverQuest game with like destroyable scenery and like being able to tunnel through the ground. I remember that. I remember talking about that and being kind of hyped for it. Well, it died spectacularly. It went nowhere. Thought it was nearly going to turn into the FF7 team. Da 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 da. Now, if I recast it, this guy should level up. This is where I belong. And now he's leveled up. Okay. Why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have the guts. Okay, he wants Venom Sac, distinctly. I gain 1 standing. Yes, this will do nicely. And 4 copper. At will, you may conjure a beating heart made of stone. Properties, and when used, heals the bearer. May also be given to an ally. These are expensive. Wait, seriously? Okay, the money system here is very different. Maybe it isn't. Got a fair chunk of gold, a fair chunk of money out of all that. Let me see if there's anything I can buy from here. It'd be nice if I could set it to just what I could equip and, you know, that kind of thing. Because I'm finding more paladin gear here than what I can use. That's probably what I have. Goddamn, paladins can use the sickles. Not sure if that would be an improvement or not. It does higher damage, but attacks slower. I was hoping for something markedly better. Nine copper. Hail yourself there. Certainly look like you're having a better time than some of us down here. It's been so long since I felt an It's been so long since I felt a nice warm mead fill my throat, but I never have to worry about a bad hair day.